What is going on, everybody? For those who don't know, I go by BLSG, and this is another Sixers post-game video. If you guys are new to the channel and love talking Philly sports nearly every single day, go down below and hit the subscribe button, smash the like button, and make sure to turn on the notification bell so you guys are instantly notified whenever I upload a new video. Now, last night, the Philadelphia 76ers defeated the Indiana Pacers on a comeback win by a final score of 119 to 110. The Philadelphia 76ers now move up to 15-6 on the season and remain in first place in the Eastern Conference. Can we get a yes, sir? Down in the comments section. Now, let's talk about the game. The Philadelphia 76ers, the first three quarters, terrible. Especially the first quarter, where we only had 18 points total. And really just could not get it going. We started to get it going in the second quarter and the third quarter, and we really let it completely change by the fourth quarter when Doc Rivers got these guys all fired up, told them what to do, and he got the job done against the Indiana Pacers when they did not have TJ Warren and one of the other players. They still had Michael Brogdon, they still had Sabonis, they still had those guys who could really just contribute and really just try to help put points on the board, but that could just not get the job done against the mighty Philadelphia 76ers, who are still your Eastern Conference leaders ahead of the Brooklyn Nets. Shout out to the Washington Wizards for really just making sure the Brooklyn Nets would not come back and beat them. I'll have the link in the description down below on the amazing Washington Wizards comeback with Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal leading the way, taking and getting 7 points in how many seconds, you ask? 6 seconds. Or it was 6 points in 7 seconds. One of the two combinations it was. But with all that being said, let's talk about some Sixers stats. I gave my top 5 for this game, so I'll just tell you them right now. And for one special player, I gave them their top stat line because this man is more of a defensive player and not an offensive player. But anyway, let's get right into it. Number 1, your leading scorer, Tobias Harris, who had 27 points. 8 rebounds, 1 block. That's right, he had no assists and no steals. He went 10 for 19 from the field. He went perfect at the line when he had the opportunity. And he went 2 for 5 from behind the arc, so put in 6 points from 3. Very well played by Tobias Harris, considering for the fact that Joel Embiid is out. That's right, everyone all over social media, everyone on YouTube saying, "Oh, you guys cannot win without Joel Embiid. Oh, you guys need Joel Embiid to win games. Oh, you guys are trash without Joel Embiid." No. Forget that junk. Forget that junk right now. I don't want to hear any more complaining about saying that we need Joel Embiid to win games. We do not need Joel Embiid to win games. We need Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, Matisse Thybulle on the defensive end, Furkan Korkmaz to go off, and we need Dwight Howard to play good at center. We need those guys to really just dial in and really get themselves together, and that's how we will win games. So, very well played by Tobias Harris. Let's move on to the next one, which is one who I just mentioned. Not that one, but this one. Ben Simmons. Yes, Ben Simmons. He did very well last night in honor of Joel Embiid. He had 21 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists. Defensive stats coming up. 4 steals, 2 blocks for Ben Simmons on his defensive part. Very well played by Ben Simmons in honor of Joel Embiid in the Ben-Joe dynamic duo right here. Shout out to my guy Philly Take with RB for giving me this shirt. I won it in his 5K giveaway. Shout out to him. Anyway, he went Ben Simmons 9 for 12 from the field, so 9 for 12 from 2-point range, and then he went 3 for 6 from the free throw line. Very well played by Ben Simmons. He did not shoot a 3, so he didn't take the opportunity to shoot a 3 because he wanted points, and you know what happened? He got points. That is what we need to see from Ben Simmons. We need to see him get points, we need to see him play defense, and that is what he did last night against the Indiana Pacers. Third coming up. Now, if you guys remember my JJ Redick video from yesterday saying, oh, Furkan has been trash so far all season and we need to go trade for someone who can actually shoot threes and actually play some defense. But no. Furkan Korkmaz said, no way is that happening that we are going to go ahead and get JJ Redick. Because I am staying here and I am going off tonight. And that's exactly what Furkan Korkmaz did. He had 17 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. He went 6 for 12 from the field, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, and 3 for 5 from behind the arc. That is what Furkan Korkmaz needs to have nearly every night if he wants to stay in Philadelphia. Anytime that Furkan Korkmaz screws up and does not get the job done, he will have a more likely chance to get traded instead of staying in Philadelphia for possibly the remainder of his career. So, moving on to the fourth man who surprisingly played pretty well, even though we're probably going to need to get a backup center at the deadline because of Tony Bradley. He was not so hot at all, but this man was hot to replace Joel Embiid, and that was Dwight Howard. Yes, Dwight Howard, he went completely off. So, he had 11 points, but the main boost he had to really just get him up into the top 5 on my list was 15 rebounds. 15 rebounds. And with 2 blocks on top of that. He went 3 for 6 from the field. He went 5 for 12 from the free throw line. Very well played by Dwight Howard. He has been nearly bad all season, but this was the game where he had to step up because Tony Bradley, he did terrible. He only had 2 points, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So Dwight Howard really stepped up at the center spot. We're probably going to need to go ahead and get another center probably at the deadline, but I like Dwight Howard from last night against the Indiana Pacers. And fifth and finally, we know him, we love him, the man who loves to play defense all the time, Mr. Matisse Thybulle. Yes, and I am only going to give his defensive stats because he's usually a defensive player. He's not so much an offensive player. So, you want to hear what Matisse said? I'll give you what Matisse said. Matisse, 4 steals and 2 blocks. 4 steals and 2 blocks for Matisse Thybulle. I need Matisse Thybulle to put this up nearly every single night. A lot of steals, some blocks. That is what I gotta see from Matisse Thybulle. He is the defensive player when it comes to steals and blocks, and he really showed what he could do last night against Indiana. And in honor of Ben Simmons really putting up over 20 points, and what we have finally been asking Ben Simmons to do in last night's game against Indiana, I got my Ben Simmons basketball cards right here. So the first one was his draft ticket right there. It's $4 each, but I'm pretty sure this is only one, so it's just $4. Here's his Court Kings one for $5 right here. By this one, he was 6'10", 230, and that was his Court Kings card. And here's another Court Kings, where this one is worth $3. So right there, that's $3. Okay, there's $3. And here's the final one. And this one is Hardcore Heroes for $8 each, but it's just one. Look at that highlight. If you guys can see that, I'm pretty sure you guys can. Ben Simmons was just going off last night, and that is what I had to see in honor of Joel Embiid being injured. And this one was for Joel Embiid really just getting to develop into the game. Shout out to Ben Simmons for really having over 20 points. That is what we have been asking Ben Simmons to do since the start of the season. We've been asking him to go score and score and score. We haven't been asking him to worry about the rebounds, the assists. We haven't been asking that. We've been asking him to score points, and he has scored points on the floor for the Philadelphia 76ers as he was over 20 points. He had 21 points and just a very well played game by Ben Simmons. You guys can let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. How do you feel about us taking out the Indiana Pacers last night? And how do you feel about Ben Simmons finally stepping up on his shooting and just able to really just score a lot of points on the board? If you guys let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.